Stoke win, you have to get a cat. Blades win, I have to shave my beard.
Bit of a weirdo, aren't you? Hello and welcome to the Sheffield United way. Today we're going to be talking about Stoke City versus Sheffield United. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff at the Bet365 Stadium on Saturday. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited to get domestic football back because it just doesn't cut it, this international football, does it? What do you think, Hal?
I'm not a huge fan of international football. I have thought of only one good thing with the break. It was just the right amount of time to hopefully get some key players back.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. Let's talk about lots of key players being back and we'll have a proper push for the end of the season. Now, members, first of all, thank you very much for our amazing members out there. They're all on screen. As you can see right now, it's £4.99 if you'd like to become a member. All you have to do is click that join button, which is next to the subscribe button. Also, Sheffield United Way clips, go and subscribe to it. We've been putting out content every single day, including this day. So make sure you go and see that on and subscribe, really. Like every video, watch every video. You know it makes sense. You will be supporting the boys. Anyway, Hal, shall I talk just for a little second about Barnsley? Because it seems about a million years ago.
Yeah, it does. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Actually, I'm not going to talk too much about this Barnsley game because there's no point in really speaking about it. Because normally what I do is I speak about the previous game because I then try to kind of relate it to this game, whether players are going to be tired, whether we've had an odd injury here or there, whether a player's playing well. But in this game, it was so long ago that it almost doesn't matter. All we needed were those 3 points, and we got them in this game. They were hard fought. They really were because the lads were just running on empty, it seemed. But we had the quality to overcome Barnsley, which was great to see. And like Hal said just earlier, it gives us that time to get players back from kind of off the injury table. And yeah, it's a bit of a shame that a few players haven't had as much rest as what we'd like them to have. Obviously, the lads that have been on international duty, but it certainly has us kind of bringing back some players. And yeah, we're going to have a much stronger squad until the end of the season now.
Absolutely. I was thinking for you and I, should we do, because we're going to try and do a vlog, a cat bet or a beard bet? Here's what I'm thinking. Stoke win, you have to get a cat. Blades win, I have to shave my beard.
Bit of a weirdo, aren't you?
All right. What about just a beard bet?
A beard bet, okay. Right.
Blades win, we both have to shave our beards off.
I do videos for work, though.
Fine. I threw it out there. We won't do it. I just literally heard my wife.
I'd rather get a cat. I'd rather get a cat, in all honesty.
We're doing a cat bet.
Yeah, let's just get a cat. Do a cat bet. Anyway, very good.
I don't know if that's even a thing. It is now, right? Last time out. The last time United played away at Stoke was the 5th of May 2019. Nick, you remember this? It was party time, but it could have been a title celebration had things gone a little differently. It would have been, I think the most memorable away day arguably ever. It may be since Leicester, but it wasn't in the end. And it was a tricky start. The Potters twice looked on course for the victory. First through Sam Vokes, 19th minute right foot volley. Then again when home skipper Ryan Shawcross scored from close range on 69 minutes. But halftime substitute Kieran Dowell, I'm not going to do the song, was first to level. He was first to level 5 minutes after coming on at the break. Then fullback Ender Stevens drilled home a low left foot shot, his 5th goal of that season. It was 4 in 6 games for Ender. He really did finish the season strong, and it meant the Blades finished the season in 2nd place. And that was great. We were promoted to the Premier League, but as I say, it could have been top spot. 9 of the starters that day are still at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane.
A couple of things, Hal, that I remember from that day. First of all, 2 very, very good strikes to get us 2 goals. Ryan Shawcross handballing the ball on the line when Billy Sharp should have had a goal or at least a penalty. That was a bit dodgy. But
Were you at this game?
I was at this game.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that he'd handballed it at that time.
Mm.
What a fantastic day it was, though. Just party time all the way through. Even if we'd have lost, it'd still be party time. Nobody was stopping that party.
I just felt like it could have been, it was a party that went to level 9, could have gone to 11.
I feel like we partied way, way more than Norwich did.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think the players, it was clear.
Do you know what? I remember seeing a picture of the changing room at Norwich, and they had like fruit and like organic drinks and things like that. And
that's my kind of party.
Yeah, that's your kind of party. And then United were just like throwing pints on the head, Stearman style, and it's just
not
too
my kind of party.
No, a Hull party.
Yeah,
if you're a Norwich player, a Nick party. If you're a Sheffield United
I mentioned we're doing a vlog and we're going to Stoke. You are making plans, right, without me in the background, involving other people, which I don't like. And I want to take you to have a nice picnic, some marmalade sandwiches, and go to the Pottery Museum. That's not going to happen, is it?
It's not happening, mate. It's not happening, but I am driving there. So, yeah, we can't get too wild.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't drink, so it's not a bother.
There we go. Anyway, let's move on. We've talked about that way too much. So, team news, Mr. Hal Stewart. Now, it's way, way better than it was the last time we were speaking about team news. So, it's looking like George will be 100% back and ready to start. Ben Davies is back in training along with Andy Stevens and John Fleck, which makes me think from the wording of that from Heke that they're all available, but maybe not rushed back to start in this game, because we all know that the team's been playing well. Yeah, we've been a bit tired, but they've all kind of rejuvenated the legs and stuff like that. So we don't really need to rush any of these players back, but it's good to have them. And Ender and Fleck were both on the subs bench in the last game. So obviously they were close. Billy came off against Barnsley, and I think we're all kind of hoping that he'd be able to use the international break to shake off that injury, but it seems to be worse than what we thought. And Heke says that he's a doubt for this game. So if Billy Sharp is fit, we know Billy Sharp starts 100%. If he isn't fit, I think we go with Ollie McBurney. I'm not a massive Ollie McBurney fan, as a lot of people will know, but I do think he had a decent game coming on against Barnsley. Obviously, flicked that ball through the two defenders for Morgan Gibbs-White to round the goalkeeper. Very, very good assist from Ollie McBurney. So, yeah, hopefully that'll give him a little bit of something to kind of cling on to for a bit of confidence. But Basham doesn't seem like he's available for this game. Hopefully, in the next few weeks, Heke starts talking about him a little bit more, and we may see Basham on the pitch. However, I was going to bring up our Croatian dreamboats, but I might as well bring up on screen my team because he's right there at right centre-back. So we've got Wes Foderingham in the goal for obvious reasons. We've got, here we go, Uremovic. That's from Hal's video. That's how he said it. That's how we're gonna say it from now on.
So it's my fault, right? If you get it wrong.
No, it's right. It's right. I believe you 100%. Uremovic. Johnny Egan, central centre back, had a great kind of week with Ireland, so he'll be brimming with confidence, if that is even a phrase. Jackie Longthrow playing left centre back. Ben Osborne, I've gone left wing back. I know this could easily be Reece Norrington Davis, but I just feel like Ben Osborne is a better shout there. George Baldock will be back, and I think he will play there. Even though Ozzy's been great at right wing back, I do feel like we need a right-footed right wing back, and George Baldock will be that man. Then we've got Sanderberger, Ollie Norwood, and I've gone for John Fleck in here because I would like to see Fleck play at left centre mid. But like I said earlier, if John Fleck isn't 100%, then that is going to be Conor Hourihane. And then I've gone for Gibbs-White and Sharp, which I think, like I said earlier, if Sharp is fit, Sharp does play. So that could easily be Ollie McBurney. We could easily see Iliman and Dye come in there too. So lots and lots of different things could happen in this game. There's been so many minutes between the last game and this game, so who knows?
I said on the Championship Chat podcast this week that Morgan Gibbs-White will play for the full senior England side at some point in his career. They've clipped that. They've stuck it on their Twitter. I expect to get as much, maybe not as much grief as I got for saying Aaron Ramsdale would play for England when he was going through his sticky spell, but I've already got some. So let's see. I think it's actually not as stupid a suggestion as some have said. I think he will play for England.
I think at the end of the day, he's played for the under-21, so really, based on that, you would think he should play for England, but it doesn't always work like that. We know.
Yeah, I think Michael Branch was a bit of a star for England under-21s, wasn't he? Right, let's look at the opposition 11. Stoke City are sitting in 15th place. The Potters are 12 points off a top 6 spot. They return to winning ways against Millwall for the first time before the international break. Their first win since the beginning of February, so they're not in great form. They do have Abdallah Simmer, who's been recovering from a groin surgery operation. He was an unused sub on the bench for the first time before the break. He should therefore be ready to take part in this match if selected by their manager, Michael O'Neill. We shall see. Harry Souttar is out, and I think he's a key player for them. Doubtful but likely out, Jayden 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐶. And attacking midfielder, who I do know a lot more about, Nick Powell. So I think if he's out, that's helpful. The possible starting lineup for Stoke, I think they'll go with a back 5 with Bonham in goal, Smith, Harwood-Bellis. I think Jags will play alongside Moore, but this could easily be Chester, as he, who knows? Some of the Stoke fans don't really rate Chester, is all I'll say. And then Timon, who I do think is a really decent player on the left. Allen, the captain, Baker, Vrancic, Brown, Wright, and Phillips.
I just want to know for a second, Hal, Ricardo Fuller, you didn't mention him in your team. Is Ricardo Fuller not available for this game?
At the moment, he's not on my trajectory. Probably a similar one to Rory Delap. But you never know. You turn up at Stoke, it does feel like you're going back in time. I would actually just like to state, before I get any grief for that.
You just like getting grief from opposition
I don't know why I
fans.
said that. Right, I lived in Stoke for 3 years. It is one of the best places I ever lived, and the people were absolutely fantastic, and I still love that place. It gets a lot of stick, and it is just the people make it. They're fantastic.
So stop winding him up.
All right, reverse that. Give me your score prediction for the cat bet.
My score prediction, it's going to have to be a Blades win then. I don't want a cat.
No, isn't it a Blades win? We get a cat. Is it Stoke win? We get a cat.
I don't even know. Or we get a white cat if we win. We get a black cat if we lose.
I don't want a cat. I'm allergic to them. So
what if we draw? Do we get a blue cat? Oh, never
shave
a
half
blue
our
cat.
Face.
What are we on about?
Shave half a cat. Don't do
if
that.
the RSPCA are listening,
don't do that. I would
we don't
never
mean
do
any
that.
of this.
I'd never do that. Not a cat owner. No cats have been harmed in the making of this video. What's your score prediction? Ignore the bet.
I think this is going to be a struggle. I think they're going to be not a struggle I think we're going to play really well, but they are not a bad side at all, Stoke. They pick up some points. So I'm still going to go for a Blades win, but I don't think it's going to be as cut and dry as a 2-0 win or a 3-1 win or something like that. I think it's going to be close, and I'm going to go for my trusty 2-1 Blades win.
I messaged my mate Darren, who's a Stoke City season ticket holder, and he said, and I quote, "We are terrible. You will win 2-0.
Okay, maybe I'm just looking at scores and seeing Stoke win an odd game here or there and just thinking that they're better than what they are.
I think we always go into tough away games that on paper historically have been tough and think the worst. But hey, that's from a Stoke fan. I'll stick with it and go 2-0. Let's wait and see. I'll take it. The referee for this one is David Webb from County Durham. He's taken charge of 30 games this season in all competitions, issuing 106 yellows, 3 red cards, and he's given 7 penalties, which is on the high side. Now, I don't know why you huffed and puffed, because he refereed our 1-0 home win against Derby back in September. And you might remember he was very helpful in that one.
Well, he did give us a penalty that was quite clearly a handball.
Yeah, and he sent off the keeper.
Which was probably a sending off.
Fine, but the point is, he didn't get them wrong.
He's just a good referee then.
Well, here's the other one. He did our 2-2 draw away at Preston.
But that was just us being rubbish.
Yeah, I don't think he
we got a penalty.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think he got anything too wrong and he gave us a pen. And he refereed our 4-0 home win against Swansea, one of the best games of the season.
Oh, yeah, that was good. But Swansea was just really terrible that day.
No, we were
good.
just great.
They were really bad. Yeah.
No, I'm not having it. We just made them look bad. Right, give me a player connection. Go first.
I'm going to go with Michael Tong, first of all, mate. Did you know that Tongi was 6 foot? I don't know why I thought he was smaller than that, but Tongi was 6 foot.
I've met him a couple of times. I didn't notice that.
Well, yeah, because everybody looks tall to you.
True.
Yeah, exactly. Michael William Eric Tong, 38 years old right now. Youth career, Manchester United, then Sheffield United, obviously, with the lads. Came through the United ranks, 262 games, only 21 goals. It feels like Tongi should have scored more goals than that. But we all know that Tongi, when kind of played on that left-hand side and was absolutely fantastic, weaving in and out, the wizard that he was. Really, really exciting player to watch. And then we played him as kind of like I won't say a holding midfielder, but he certainly wasn't getting forward as much. And I even remember a couple of boos about at Michael Tong when he was coming on and stuff like that. We've all seen that with Ollie McBurney recently. So I've never booed a player in my life, but I was a big Michael Tong fan at the start of his career. Then he went to Stoke. I don't think anyone really saw that coming. 12 games, no goals, didn't have the best time at Stoke. 5 years and only 12 appearances isn't always the best. He had more appearances on loan with tons of other clubs, not remembered too fondly by Stoke City supporters, Hal.
I'm going to give you James Beattie, James Scott Beattie, who is now 44 years young, born in Lancaster, started his career with Blackburn Rovers, went to Southampton, played for Everton. That was when he joined the Blades. We sort of did a swap deal in effect, really, with them for Jagielka. They paid us $4 million for Jags. We paid $4 million for Beattie, what was a record transfer in 2007 for United. And he played 62 league games, got 34 league goals. That is a wonderful return before he got the flu. You might remember Kevin McCabe saying that. I think at the time we were worried that actually he was going to be sold to Stoke City, which is exactly what happened. 38 appearances for Stoke and 10 league goals. He then finished his career with Rangers, Blackpool, coming back to the Blades, which I kind of wish he hadn't done because he's sort of tarnished his reputation by getting just sent off. That seems to be all I remember. Didn't score again in his second spell. And then effectively did end his career with Accrington Stanley, going on to be player manager.
Yeah, and I also saw him on a plane with the Accrington players on the way to Magaluf.
What did you say to him?
I didn't know he was on the plane. Right. Somebody told me as I was walking off, and I was devastated. I saw a picture of him as well. Somebody taking a picture of him. So I wish I'd have gone to say hello, but I didn't actually know he was on it.
Yeah, I have done a tweet, which is, what's your dullest anecdote about meeting a footballer? Not saying that's necessarily one that's going to make its way onto that, but it's still there if you want to add to it.
I will be adding to it. Don't worry about that. Anyway, thank you very much, Hal.
Yeah, I will see you at Stoke City, where we will make a very unpopular vlog.
Excellent. I can't wait for that. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.